Friends, welcome to our complex analysis video. In today's video we enclose analytic functions. Now this is the last topic of analytic function. You can say that this is the summary of the previous lectures. In this lecture we will discuss each and every points related MCQ. So let us see, in this lectures we will discuss 10 MCQ related analytic functions. So see this one. The function fz equal to modulus of z squared is, the options are like this: analytic anywhere, not analytic anywhere, constant function, not constant functions. Friends, we have discussed already what is analytic function. Fz equal to u plus iv is complex function, and here we have to show that the function fz equal to modulus of z square is analytic. So that's why here is the summary of the solution: fz equal to modulus of z square, and what is z? Z is x plus iy, that is a complex number, and just we simplify it and we will find the real and imaginary find. Friends, we have already discussed so many problems regarding the complex, regarding the analytic functions. Here we just discuss in brief way. This is the part of u and this is the part of b, and when you find the u and b, simply u equal to this one, x square plus y square, you will define del u upon del x equal to 2x and del v upon del y equal to 2y, and here is v is 0, that's why del v upon del x is 0 and del v upon del y is 0, and by CR equation, hence by CR equation, del u upon del x is not equal to, this is equal to, by mistake it is not equal to, del u upon del x equal to del v upon del y, and del u upon del y equal to minus del v upon del x. Friends, just you rectify this part. This is the typing mistake. This is equal to, not inequality. So just you in place of inequality, just you write down equal to del u upon del x equal to del v upon del y, and del v upon del u upon del y equal to minus del v upon del x. So we have already all the results here. Now see, at the point del u upon del x is this one, and no, it is the correct. What is actually the CR equation is del u upon del x equal to del v upon del y, and del u upon del y equal to minus del v upon del x. But here what we have seen here, del u upon del x is 2x, but del v upon del y is 0. That's why we have written here not equal to. Now, so see here the option is B. B is not analytic anywhere. That's why we have written here, because the CR equation not satisfy this problem. That's why the option is not analytic anywhere. Now come to the another question. See, this is the another MCQ. The function fz equal to this one, e to the power x cos y plus I sin y, is an analytic function. Then its derivatives, means first you show it is analytic and then you derive its derivatives. So see here we have indicated here fz equal to this one, and you will define u and v. On comparing this result, you will find u and v this one, and after getting the value of u and v, and just you partially differentiate with respect to x and y, and you have got the result del u upon del x equal to del v upon del y, and del u upon del y equal to minus del v upon del y del x. That means because the CR equation will satisfy here, so the function, given function should be analytic. Now come to the another part, because we have to derive the derivatives of this results. So that's why first we show the analytic and then f dash z. See here f dash z equal to del u upon del x plus I del v upon del y. Simply just we differentiate, because we have already the result del u upon del x and del v upon del y, del v upon del x. Just we put here the value of del u upon del x and del v upon del x, after substituting this result, see e to the power x as it is, cos y plus I sin y. You can write here by Euler's formula e to the power iy. So after minor simplification it becomes e to the power x plus iy, and e to the power x plus iy becomes e to the power z. So this is the options. Option number A is the correct. Now come to the another problem. See, this is the another problem, fz equal to z bar, and we have to the options analytic anywhere, not analytic, constant and not constant. Friends, what we have discussed in problem number 1, the same here, just you define the value of u and v, and if it satisfies the analytic function, then it is analytic, and if it is not satisfy the analytic function, that means it is not analytic. So same here, see, this is not satisfy the analytic function, so the option B is the correct. Option B is the correct. Option B is the correct. Now come to the another problem. See, this is the question number 4, fz equal to x square plus I square. By the same way, just we write down fz is given x square plus I square, and we have written here x square y square in the form of the complex form. That means x square y square plus I of 0, imaginary part is here 0, that's why. So u equal to this one, on comparing real and imaginary part, u equal to this one and v equal to this one, and the option is analytic anywhere, not analytic anywhere, constant function, not constant function. So what we will do here, by the same way, just we satisfy the CR equations of the necessary part, and if it is not satisfied, that means it is not analytic anywhere. So see here the same result here, not satisfied, that's why it is not analytic. Now come to the problem number 5. The real and imaginary part of the function w equal to log z satisfy the CR equations when z is not equal to 0, and find its derivative. Friends, because the result means the options here in terms of the polar form, that's why we just had to convert the complex function in terms of the polar form. So here w equal to fz equal to u plus iv, and log z, because log z is given here, so log z equal to log of x plus iy. On substituting the value of z, z is x plus iy. So this result in terms of the polar form, log of r e to the power I theta, as we know, on substituting the value of real coordinate is r cos theta and imaginary coordinate is r sin theta, that's why it becomes log of r e to the power I theta. So by the property of log, it can be written as log r plus log of e to the power I theta. So r, what is r here? R is under root x square plus y square, and e to the power I theta should be back, and it becomes log e. So after simplification, it becomes half of log x square plus y square plus I of tan inverse y by x. So this is what? This is the complex function, means u plus iv equal to this one, half of log x square plus y square plus I of tan inverse y by x. So here this is u and this is v. So comparing, we will define u and v, and after getting the value of u and v, we will use the same process, del u upon del x, del u upon del y, and here del v upon del x and del v upon del y. Friends, we have seen here del u upon del x and del v upon del y are equal, and del u upon del y and minus del v upon del x are equal. That means it satisfies the CR equation. Now come to another part, just we differentiate again with respect to x, and it becomes x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square of whole square, because here is given del u upon del x equal to x divided by x square plus y square. Again differentiate partially with respect to x, and we will define here x square u upon del square u upon del x square is y square minus x square divided by y square plus x square of whole square, and by the same way del v del square u upon del y square is x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square of whole square. So after adding these two results, del square u upon del x square and del square u upon del y square equal to 0, because y square should be cancelled and x square should be cancelled after adding the. So the given function, that means we will find that u is the harmonic function. U is the harmonic function. Now v be its harmonic conjugate, because we define here u is harmonic function, that means v is its harmonic conjugates. That's why we use here del v equal to the total differentiation method, del v upon del x into dx plus del v upon del y into dy, and by using the CR equation it becomes del v upon del x becomes minus del u upon del y dx plus del v upon del y becomes del u upon del x into dy, and after substituting the values of del u upon del x and del v upon del y, this is the result of the form of m dx plus n dy. So what is m? M is minus y divided by x square plus y square, and what is n? N is x divided by x square plus y square. So again, because we will define m or m and n, so del m upon del y becomes x y square minus x square divided by x square plus y square of whole square, and what is n? N is here x divided by x square plus y square. So del n upon del y becomes again same y square minus x square divided by x square plus y square of whole square. Therefore we conclude that this result is the form of exact, because what is the differentiation exact method? Exact method is, first you define m of dx plus n of dy, then you will find m of dx plus n of dy, then del m upon del y equal to del n upon del y. Therefore the function m dx plus n dy should be exact, and when we will get the result it is exact. So what are the solutions of the exact differentiation? So the exact differentiation solution is v equal to m of dx plus the terms of n containing only y or constant with respect to y. So this is the formula. Here we have substitute the value of m. So v as it is, this is minus y should be outside, because differentiation with integration with respect to dx, and dx divided by x square plus y square, and should be the integrations form 1 by y tan inverse x by y, and the term n containing only y or constant term is nothing, that is the 0. So here is nothing. So after integrations remove, it becomes the c, y should be cancelled. So tan inverse and minus should be back to tan inverse minus 1 y by x plus c1. This is the solutions. So option, that's why the option A is the correct answer. Now come to the another problem. Problem number 6. Say here the value of c1 and c2 of the function fz equal to x square plus c1 y square minus 2xy plus I of c2 x square minus y square plus 2xy is analytic. So you will define the value of c1 and c2. So c1 is this one, option 1 is minus 1 1, b is minus 1 minus 1, and c is 1 1, and d is 1 0. So friend, by the same way, here is given fz is given. So just you define the values of u and v, and after getting the values of u and v, del u upon del x, del u upon del y, and del v upon del x, and del v upon del y, and we conclude here by CR, by using the CR equation, we just have to define the two equations, and after simplification these two equations, we will find the values of C1 and C2, and when we substitute the values of C1 and C2, del u upon del x becomes 2x minus 2y, and del v upon del y becomes 2x plus 2y. So this is the result of the C2 and C1 C2, because in this problem just the problem is based on what is the value of C1, C2. So C1 is minus 1 and 1. So minus 1 and 1. Minus 1, values of C1 is minus 1 and C2 is 1. Now come to the another problem. U of xy is given, this one, x cube minus 3x square, 3xy square plus 3x square plus 3y square plus 1. And what is the analytic functions of fz? Means here we have already discussed the cases when u is given, when v is given, when u of xy is given. So here u of xy is given. So here by using the Milne-Thomson method, just we define the values when u is given. When u is given, when v is given, when u plus b is given, when u minus b is given. We have already discussed the cases. If you have any problem regarding this type of problems, so go to the Milne-Thomson lecture and you will define, you have mentioned, I have mentioned already the problem related to this type of results. Phi 1 of xy is del u upon del x, and phi 2 of x is this one, del u upon del y. This is phi 2, this is not phi 1. So del s square u upon del x square is this one, and del s square u upon del y square is this one. So after adding the equation 3 and equation 4, you just did, this is the form of harmonic function, that means satisfy the Laplace equation, this one. And after substituting the value in place of x equal to z and y equal to 0, this is the form of Milne-Thomson, and so the equation becomes like this. Phi 1 is this one and phi 2 is this one. We have already, this is the phi 1, this is phi 2. So by using the Milne-Thomson method, fz equal to integration over phi 1 z comma 0 minus I of phi 2 z comma 0 dz plus c. This is the result of Milne-Thomson method when u is given, but when v is given, that is the different. So here u is given, that's why fz equal to phi 1 of z comma 0 minus I of phi 2 of z comma 0 dz plus c. So here we substitute phi 1 values. Phi 1 is phi 1 z comma 0 is 3 z square plus 6z. So I have putting here phi 1 values 3z square plus 6z minus I as it is, and this phi 2 z comma 0 is 0, that's why I have putting here 0. After simplification it becomes the result z cube plus 3z square plus c. So this is the options. Now come to the another problem. Fz is u plus iv is analytic function in a finite region. Again u is given, find v. Friends, this is the similar problem. Here u is given and you have to find the v. So the exact differentiation method is the simplest way to define this type of problems. So u is given, del u upon del x, del v upon del y, del u upon del x and del v upon del y here. So del v equal to, sorry, dv equal to del v upon del x dx plus del v upon del y into dy. By CR equation, this is del u upon del x. This is the typing mistake, just to rectify this, del u upon del y dx plus del u upon del y dx. And after substituting this value, this is del u upon del x and this is del u upon del y, not del x. So after substituting this result, on integrating we get the part of m of dx plus n of dy. So this is the result, v as it is. This is the integration format. 6 of y should be outside, integration of x dx, integration over minus 3y squared dy, because only we will consider the y terms, so only this terms should be here. So after integration we will find 3yx square minus y cube plus c. This is the answer. Now the problem 9 is same. Fz is analytic function in a finite region, u is given, then find the fz. By the same way, this is the options. U equal to this one, del u upon del x, del u upon del y, not del x. By using the total differentiation method, just you defined the exact format and its solution like this, and after substituting the result you will find the result. And now the last problem is fz equal to x plus ay plus I of bx plus y is analytic, then a equal to 0, a plus b equal to 0, a is greater than 0, b is equal to 0, like this. So friends, nothing here, same way, u is given, u equal to this one, x plus ay and v equal to bx plus y, and when you got the result u and v, del u upon del x, that's why we have denoted here u of x, that is 1, and u of y, that means del u upon del y, that is a, and del v upon del x in the short way, v of x in suffix x, so b here, and del v upon del y is 1. So by CR equation what we conclude here, del u upon del x equal to del v upon del y, and del u upon del y equal to minus del v upon del x del y del x. So this is the CR equation format. So here is 1 equal to 1, and here a equal to minus a, because this is the value of a, this is the value of minus b. So we will find this result is a plus b equal to 0. Now this is the last problem of today's lecture. U of xy is given. U of xy is x minus y x square plus 4xy plus y square, and fz equal to u plus iv is analytic function. Then find fz in terms of z. Friends, we have already discussed this type of cases in Milnor-Thomson method, when u is given, when v is given, when u minus v is given, and when u plus v is given. So first you, before solving this type of problem, first you go through the particular of that Milnor-Thomson's lecture, and then you can easily define this type of problem. Here we conclude the results. Fz is this one, u minus u plus iv, and on multiplying both sides by I, it becomes I of fz equal to I of u minus v. So after adding this result, you will find capital of u plus v. This is the capital U and this is the capital V, u minus iv and u plus iv. So here u minus v is given, u minus v is x minus y into x square plus 4xy plus y squared. So del u upon del x can be written as del u upon del x minus del v upon del y. So after substituting these two values, and we will find the functions of phi 1 x comma y and del v upon del y, and you will find the values of phi 2 x comma y. Here is bracket. So after getting the values of phi 1 and phi 2, just you replace the x coordinate in terms of z and y coordinate in terms of 0. This is the Milnor-Thomson format. Now here by Milnor-Thomson method, we have already learned this result 1 plus I into fz equal to integration over phi 1 z comma 0 minus I of phi 2 z comma 0, and after substituting this result at some minor rectifications and simplification, you will find this result becomes minus I of z cube plus d. So friends, what we have discussed in today's lecture, we have just taken some problems in terms of the MCQ related to the analytic functions. In the sequence of this lecture, again we will take some more problems related to the analytic functions. So thank you.